Yo, hey everyone, here's 10 more minutes of useless League of Legends information. But really quick, I want to tell you guys about something that's the opposite of useless. Free money! Seriously. Meet the sponsor of today's video, Honeygain, an app that lets you make money for just keeping it running in the background. Basically, you have to do nothing, which I know we're all good at. Come on, we're all League players here. Now I'm gonna be honest, it's not gonna make you a million or anything, but it can cover your monthly subscriptions like Netflix, Spotify, a sub to your favorite Twitch streamer. Or it can even help you get that new skin you've always wanted. But how does it work, you ask? Basically, you just have to install Honeygain on your device, and that's it. It'll then run in the background, sharing a small amount of your internet connection to gather bits of information such as running price comparisons and ad verifications. It's basically an Airbnb for your internet connection. Honeygain is also completely safe and it doesn't access any of your personal data, and it's strongly endorsed by sites like Trustpilot with thousands of positive reviews. If you're interested in trying the app out, sign up with my promo code OutsideJoke or click the link in the description and also get $5 credited into your account. Alright, onto the video. According to Blitzcrank's dating service, Rammus's best match was a cactus. A cactus! In 2019, Riot posted that Teemo lays down 25 billion shrooms per year in League of Legends, and that number has definitely increased since then. There's a player named Saskio who literally hit plat on 2 accounts at the same time. He played both ADC and Yuumi support. You're probably wondering how he did it, and basically he played ADC with his hands and Yuumi with his feet. And here's a pic of his setup. This is what the old Poppy splash art looked like before her rework. Oof. And this is what the old Trundle splash art looked like before his rework. Cass can't buy boots, but Nami can. Ezreal, Graves, and Jarvan all have the same voice actor, Kyle Aber. You may also recognize his voice from characters like Kiba from Naruto Shippuden, Factum from My Hero Academia, Professor Oak from Pokemon Origin, or even Ryu from Street Fighter. Similar to Mordekaiser, Urgot can use his ultimate to kill training bots. Night Hunter Rengar can toggle his hood on and off by using Control-5. Sylas can still burn his ultimate on a clone, even if he's on cooldown from the original. If you click any of the mythic items, it'll drop a green particle effect. If you press Z by default, you can see a bunch of other stats like runes, health gen, and a bunch more. Lucian has an L on one gun and an S on the other, which stands for Lucian and Senna. Here's a graph that shows the rank distribution at the start of the 2020 League of Legends season. And here's a graph that shows the rank distribution for the end of the 2020 season. The chances of you having to play a 4v5 where the player never reconnects is 1 in 200. And the chances of you winning that 4v5 is around 5 to 10% depending on what elo you're in. In the practice tool, there's an option to win, and when you press it, yellow text appears that says, "My only way to see the victory screen." Savage, but true. As you all know, the all-random URF game mode is currently live, and the champion with the highest win rate in URF is Pantheon at 55.4%. Also, the most popular champion is Ezreal, picked 13.8% of the time. The champion most likely to get a pentakill on URF is Samira with a 1.5% chance per match. Gragas and Dr. Mundo are voiced by the same voice actor. Gangplank and Heimerdinger also share the same voice actor. There used to be a game mode called Ranked 5s, which is like Flex, but you could only queue with a full party. It really encouraged players to work together as a team instead of trying to be that one solo carry. Unfortunately, not enough people participated, so they eventually dropped it. Similar to the way you can honor your own teammate, you used to be able to honor your opponent at the end of a game. If High Noon Jin kills Teemo with his ultimate, he'll say a special voice line, which is a reference to the movie Django Unchained. Great movie, by the way.
I like the way you die, boy.
If you pair Silent Night Sona's and Reindeer Kog'Maw's joke together, they can play Deck the Halls. Similar to Rift Herald, Vilma used to dance with you on Twisted Treeline. Spectacular Sivir is a reference to Wonder Woman. Morelos is pronounced Morellonomicon. I feel like no one says its full name, so it's really weird to hear. Maybe it's just me. Poros apparently taste delicious, but if you eat them, there's a chance they'll claw their way out of your stomach. Nice. League of Legends now peaks at 50 million daily players. In the LCK, 78% of Korean pro players used F for flash. In 2018, someone on Reddit did a poll about finger positioning on the keyboard and if people had flash on D or F. Here were the results. 30% of people used 3 fingers and flash on F, 28% used 3 fingers and flash on D, 21% used 4 fingers and flash on F, and 16% used 4 fingers with flash on D. 5% of the people listed other, but most of the people in that category only used 2 fingers, which is kind of crazy. While a majority of left-handed players use a mouse on the right still, there are some lefties that use a U, I, O, P for spells and JK A for summoner spells. The other alternative that some lefties do is that they move the keyboard all the way to the right and still use QWER, but with their right hand. Aurelia is the reason why Swain lost his arm. In 2013, it was said that 75 Teemos die every second, but since then the player base has almost doubled, which means it's only safe to say that the Teemo death count has as well. Speaking of killing Teemos, there's a website called Teemo Slayer where you can hire champions to help you kill more Teemos, and it's actually extremely entertaining. I'll leave a link in the description. The item Blade of the Rune King is Viego's sword, in case you didn't know that. A long time ago, you used to be able to target Poros. Bard's ultimate can proc the Collector. Teemo is limited to 12 shrooms at a time on Earth. If you press P, it'll open up the shop. The voice actress for Ashe is also Clementine from the Walking Dead game series. Sejuani is voiced by the same actress who plays Catelyn Stark in Game of Thrones, Michelle Fairley. Orianna not only has the lowest base AD in the game at 40, but she also has the lowest armor and the second lowest magic resist. Tahm Kench has the highest at 47. To put that into perspective, that's essentially the difference of 2 cloth armors. Surprisingly, Talon has the highest base magic resistance at 39. With the addition of patch 11.4, Samira is no longer able to dash to her team. You can see Prom Queen Annie in the background of almost Prom King Amumu's splash art. The same goes for looking at Prom Queen Annie's splash art. If you look at the Surfer Singed skin splash art, you can see Tark on the bottle. Twisted Fate is a reference to Gambit from X-Men from the DC universe. I'm just kidding, it's Marvel. I'm sorry I slipped last time. You guys seem to like League of Legends Easter eggs. Well, Cottontail Teemo's mushrooms are literally Easter eggs. Rengar is an anagram for Ranger. Blitzcrank's name consists of Blitz, which is a German word for lightning, and crank is like turning parts for a machine, ergo Blitzcrank. Lucian is actually based on the movie Equilibrium. Maokai just turned 10 as of February 16th, 2021. The dude in the shop on ARAM is called Grayor, and he was killed by Avarosa, Lyssandra's sister, and his purpose is to guard the bridge. You can even see his body behind him frozen. Also, the horn on his back is actually the Guardian's horn. On the other side is Light, who is actually Ezreal's uncle. Light is named after Riot employees Jeffrey Light Lynn. His robot next to him is named Jeeves, who is also named after a Riot employee, Kevin Jeeves O'Brien. There's a bunch of hidden Poros around the ARAM map. The silhouette in one of the fountains on ARAM looks a lot like Lysandra. There's some colleges that offer League of Legends scholarships like UC Irvine. WWE wrestler Antonio Cesaro is an avid League of Legends player who is currently Bronze 3. 2021 Worlds will be hosted in Shenzhen, China. SKT is the most successful team with 3 Worlds titles, 1 runner-up, and 1 third and 4th place. Faker's real name is Lee Sung-kyung. Aatrox's win rate jumps by 10.7% when he has a Rek'Sai on his team. Even though it's all random, Jhin and Ezreal are the most picked champion on ARAM at 14%, and Rek'Sai is the least at 0.7%. In Valorant, there's a bench on the defending side with Tahm Kench's head, known as the Tahm bench. The Blast Cone can knock away up to 900 nearby units. The max level you can hit in Earth is 30. If you take the Keystone Summer Airy and start recalling, it'll pop out and perform a recall animation of its own. The Poros on ARAM will follow you around. Lee Sin is Malphite's father through adoption. Buy one of these for your toxic friends so they can't type as much. We all know that one friend that needs it. Mundo is apparently lactose intolerant. You have a hidden rank called Matchmaking Ranking, or better known as MMR. The higher your MMR, the more LP you'll gain. And if it's high enough, it's possible to skip divisions, even multiple divisions. Here's a clip from one of the very first gameplay trailers Riot has ever released. Also, is it just me, or do the minions look like an army of tiny pre-rework Volibears? I tried to find more on this, but it was believed that Riot at some point wanted to add a champion that had an ability similar to Echo's ultimate, but instead of just him going back in time, everyone would go back in time a few seconds. But eventually they decided it would be too game-breaking, so they scrapped the idea. Warning, new champion spoilers! Skip a few seconds if you don't want to hear this. Just kidding, you've probably already heard it, but there's a Brazilian streamer named Streamy who's notoriously and accurately leaked new champions before they're announced. Apparently, she has a source at Riot, but she has so far correctly leaked Lilia, Samira, Seraphine, and Yone. But what's really crazy is she recently just leaked a new champion, Isolde, who also seems to be Viego's wife. Riot themselves previously announced that the next champion will be an AP bruiser for the top lane, and Riot also used a lot of sewing puns in the intro video for the new season.
We've been wanting to add more magic damage fighters, especially one tailor-made for top lane. We believe snipping a bigger space out of our roster for AP fighters will not only lead to more diversity in top lane, but also more choices for other lanes as well. And with that goal in mind, we began to sew together a new champion for the Ruined King's return.
Additionally, she leaked 2 new legendary skins that will be released: Battle Academia Caitlyn and Space Groove Blitzcrank. I mean, look at this thing, I'm just waiting for them to release the Nasus one. Olaf once received a prophecy saying that he would receive a peaceful death, but dying in such a manner is a great insult to his people, so now he just rampages around searching for anything to fight, hoping he receives an honorable death. Mordekaiser has been killed twice in the lore. Jin's favorite food are dumplings. Baron is worth 4 CS, and so is Rift Herald and Drake, including Elder, as Zir's soldiers dance with him. Some people like the Killer Ray modify the game and add in custom skins like Ken and Pikachu and Wheelchair Yasuo, which is probably his most well-known skin. Mundo goes where he pleases. If Samira kills you, there's a chance she calls you an idiot.
Idiot!
When taunting Garen, Aurelia will shout this message:
Ionia! That's me if I was you.
For all of those who have been asking, Wild Rift has still not been released to NA, but it's supposed to come out in March. Everything you throw on Baron just bounces right off of it. Hey, if you enjoyed, please consider liking and subscribing, and don't forget to join the Discord. We'll be doing some small giveaways soon too. Also, I have a Twitch, so come by and say hi sometime. Anyways, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye! If you look at Surfer Singed skins splash art,